Anyone that has a YouTube channel and finds the need to tell their subscribers how to fucking think and how to act must have subscribers that are little children, all right?
Guess what, dummy?
Do you want to know a better way of getting JayStation kicked off the platform that doesn't rely on the think of the kids argument, which is a flawed argument that opens the slippery sloped door of regulation, adpocalypse, and new restrictions that limit the creative content we can make on this platform? Yeah, KEEMSTAR. Allow me, or should I say allow Nick, to do KEEMSTAR's job better than him. The guy who has a whole news team dedicated to finding him information. And the best reason he could come up with to get JayStation kicked off the platform was the save the kids narrative, an old tired argument that leads to more trouble than is good. Okay, so if you're a new viewer, you're probably confused as to why I'm being so harsh and aggressive against KEEMSTAR and why I take such an aggressive stance against the save the kids narrative. And if you are confused, then I recommend my previous video where I talk more about this, or my previous live stream where I also talk more about this. It's an argument that I've gone through time and time again, but if you listen to me closely, then you remember that I said that I'm not against kicking JayStation off the platform. I think he's a scumbag. I think he's a piece of shit. But in order to get this guy kicked off, you gotta point out a violation of rules that makes sense. Not, oh, we need to protect the kids because parents aren't doing their job, as if it's now our responsibility. Well, here we go. We finally have something that's definitively against TOS. Now, I've covered this before. JayStation originally had a channel called JayStation that was demonetized because he was trespassing on private property in his videos and got media attention, where YouTube responded by demonetizing his channel. He then created a new channel called I'm JayStation, which is the current one with 5 million subs that people have an issue with. Getting demonetized from YouTube and creating a new channel to circumvent this demonetization is something I'm pretty sure is against TOS, although I'm not 100% sure on that. The rules are kind of shaky. Another thing he did was he re-uploaded all of his previously monetized content from the old channel to the new one, which is duplication of content, which again, I'm pretty sure is against TOS. I'm almost certain about that, but I don't know what the punishment is, if that warrants his channel getting banned from YouTube. So up until now, I've really not seen a reason to call for this guy to get banned. Well, now we have something that's far more concrete than just save the kids. This tweet was tweeted by Nicholas Diorio. He says, breaking, just caught JayStation teaching his fans how to report Alexia's videos for spam on Instagram. These were quickly deleted. Maybe some of the lesser drama channels should do their research and collect evidence instead of screaming deplatform for the kids. If you're confused, Alexia is JayStation's ex-girlfriend. Recently, JayStation did a prank series where he pretended that she was dead and hit by a drunk driver and died in a car accident. A few days later, he came out and said that this was all fake. It was all a skit, as Alexia and them had broken up, and Alexia called the cops on him for physical and verbal assault. He now has a warrant against his name, which I previously reported was fake, although JayStation has showed the warrant himself, which, again, is information coming from JayStation, so I don't know. I mean, this looks pretty legit to me, but again, I'm by no means an expert in any of this at all. I mean, look at me. You gotta take everything JayStation issues out with a massive grain of salt. I mean, everything this guy does is part of a skit or part of a joke. Now, whether or not the drama between him and Alexia is real or not, at first I thought that was all fake and part of another separate skit, but I do have inside sources telling me that there is some legitimacy to this, although it was very vague and it's nothing I can use in a video, obviously, but it seems like things are kind of looking to be a little muddier behind the scenes, a little more real than I initially thought. Still, though, it's nothing I can 100% confirm, but that's not what's important today. What's important is that he's now telling his followers to flag Alexia, which would add to the narrative that this whole beef between him and Alexia is real. Let's listen to this video right here.
Okay, guys, click this, click report. Go to spam or misleading, choose misleading text.
So obviously you can see him teaching his followers to flag the video on Instagram. Now this was apparently quickly deleted. Also, by the way, nice watermark, Nick. I really appreciate that for the video, man. Nice one there, buddy. You know, you had to throw your name up there at the top, get that clout, and whatever the fuck this is. Thanks, buddy. Anyway, Nick goes on and says, here we caught him red-handed. This is a direct violation of TOS, and he should be punished for this. It's a shame the hashtag StopJayStation hashtag is filled with deplatforming politics that have diminished the entire operation. And he's not wrong here about the TOS here. as in the YouTube terms of service. According to point 7 over here on permissions and restrictions, it says misuse any reporting, flagging, complaint, dispute, or appeals process, including by making groundless, vexatious, or frivolous submissions. And I would say that having his fans file a flag on a random video from his ex while they're apparently beefing, that would be a misuse of the flagging tool. That's not what flagging is made for. You can't just run around issuing like flags and stuff for no reason. You gotta have some sort of reason. Like, you gotta look at something and be like, huh, this might be against TOS or something. Let me issue a flag and, you know, get this taken care of. You can't just be like, it's a video from my ex. All right, let me file up a flag real quick. There we go. Finished. You can see here that the video that was flagged was the Try Not to Say Wow challenge, which I have loaded up here. It's still up. It appears the flagging has not been successful enough in getting the video taken down, fortunately. And then here's a screenshot from his Instagram story right here. Now, why is all of this important? Well, as I've established in the last video and in the last podcast, when you open the doors to regulation, when you open the doors to getting a guy kicked off, censorship basically, under the guise of we need to protect the kids, it brings negative attention to YouTube, and the media is bound to pick this up and cover this. And when the media picks it up, the advertisers flee the platform, and YouTube institutes new regulations to avoid all of this from happening, all while no kids who are in danger are protected, and in the end, we lose more and more of the creative freedom we're losing by the day, and more money in the process. I've had a lot of people say to me, oh, Augie, you just care about the money, you don't care about the kids. And I have to say, well, yeah, I do care about my money more than some random kids who have poor parents that don't monitor what they're watching. That's not my responsibility. That's not anyone's responsibility as a YouTuber to protect random kids across the world from potentially seeing dangerous content. The parents are responsible for monitoring what their kids produce and what their kids consume, and it's impossible for us to enforce complete and total regulation that makes sure kids are perfectly safe. The only people that end up getting hurt by this are legitimate creators. As every time people who are normally against censorship, you know, go, oh, but in this case, it's okay here. In this case, it's warranted. In the end, they end up regretting it because of regulations that hurt them and not protect the kids. And let me let you in on a little secret here. KEEMSTAR does not care about the kids. I know, shocking. I realize that. KEEMSTAR is an opportunist. He's a money maker. He's a businessman, and he's an asshole. That's what he's here for is to draw a buzz around his name. He's not here to protect the kids. So if you think he's doing a noble thing to protect people, you're foolish. KEEMSTAR thinks that by snitching on everyone on the platform, he's able to escape YouTube's bullshit, but yet he's still getting demonetized on his videos. This idiot actually thinks that by snitching on all of us, he'll be the one who's protected. That's not going to be the case. And I got news for you. One day my channel will get demonetized. One day all of us will get demonetized, as videos like this, commentary, news, critical videos, will be deemed as not eligible for YouTube's partner program and will all get demonetized. Some of us will survive if we get creative enough and figure out alternative ways to make money. But when you hand YouTube the keys to invite new regulations and new rules on the platform and kick whoever we want because they're assholes like JAYSTATION, we get closer and closer to the day where we all stop making money off of this platform. And that's going to be a bad thing. And again, I'm not against kicking Jay off. If he's violated the platform, he deserves to face some sort of punishment. I hate false flaggers, I hate JAYSTATION, and he better face something for this blatant abuse of the platform. Whether that's termination of his channel, or demonetization, or whatever the punishment may be, something needs to be done about JAYSTATION. But rallying for his censorship because we want to protect the kids and we want to kick this guy off because he's mean or he's an asshole or he makes fun of dead people. You cannot ban people for being assholes. It should go without saying. Everybody needs to calm the hell down, relax, and chill out and think for a minute about what these actions mean in the long term. People think only in the short term. People think only one step ahead on YouTube. YouTube's a game of 4D chess. You always got to be thinking in the long term. But anyway, this conversation has been done to death, especially by me on this channel. I'm simply just running over my points again for all the new people, in case they're confused about why I'm so aggressively against KEEMSTAR. I just don't like how open we've gotten to censorship, even if it's against a guy like JAYSTATION. Hit like on this video if you found it informative. I will catch you guys tomorrow for another video, and peace out, everyone.